Thank you, Jonathan. Welcome, everybody, to our official kickoff of spooky season. It is September 30th, but, you know.
It's been spooky season.
It's spooky season.
Since September 1st.
Yeah, we've been spookying it up. Always. Pumpkin spice taste test. Spooky. Scary. Anyways, I am one of your 6 hosts, Tanner. And with me, as per usual,
Cryptid Cole.
Whoa.
Jabberwocky Jonathan.
Whoa.
Oh.
Cryptid Cody.
Whoa. Oh.
No, take it back.
No, I'm the latest, so I'm the greatest.
You're not the latest.
I take back my woo.
Wailing Wenzel.
Wow.
Stop hitting me.
That was good. Go ahead, Pat. Let's hear it.
Pumpkin Pat.
Oh, back around.
Yeah, get fucked, Wenzel, in the future.
Wait, no, the past.
That's
the past.
This is a pumpkin spice episode.
That's what I said.
The timeline of the AYCH is amorphous.
Yeah, it really is. If we even get confused ourselves sometime. So this is episode 127. We're doing a repeat of an episode people loved last year, Cryptids. We were talking about cryptids again. We have, Jonathan wasn't on cryptid episode last year, was he?
I was not.
So Jonathan's here, but also all of us have new cryptids to talk about. So 6 new cryptids.
We do.
And yeah, we're going to talk about. It's going to be in a little bit different order because we're trying to space it out where people that got more stuff and people that got not as much stuff are like kind of interspersed. So it's not like all the long ones at the beginning, all the short ones at the end, or all the short ones at the beginning, all the long ones at the end. So we're actually starting off with our boy Jonathan.
Hello. My cryptid is Kuchisake Ona, or roughly translated to the slit mouth woman.
I'm already a fuck note of that.
Yeah, no, that's already
Fuck me. Yeah. Go.
Okay, if you look up any like pictures of it, like I made the mistake of doing this at like midnight last night. It's spooky as fuck. Anywho, she is a Onryo, or a malevolent or vengeful spirit. Usually goes after children, but stories have been known of going after people as well. So, stories of this woman, from what I found, can date back as early as the Edo period, which was period of Japanese history from around 1600 to about 1860.
Oh my god.
Prime samurai time.
Yeah. But the earliest like story and the sort of the origin story of this monster dates back to the Heian period, which was where was it? 794 to 1185 Common Era.
So legends of this cryptid have been going around for like 1,300 years.
Basically.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay. The origin of the story supposedly was this vain wife of a samurai was she would was always flaunt her beauty around town. Well, the samurai caught her cheating on him with another guy. So what he did was slit her mouth ear to ear. And, told her, who will think you're pretty now? Some versions of the story, she, kills herself as well. It's really fucked up. Like I said, the stories of seeing this woman pop up start around, 1600 or so. But there was this uptick around the 70s and the late 70s, early 80s.
1900s?
No, 1970, 1980.
Oh my god. Okay.
In urban areas. What she is, she's this fairly attractive looking lady wearing either a surgical mask or hiding her face with a fan. And most notably, especially the stories from the 70s and the 80s, she would come to children walking home from school. And she basically has this dialogue tree of how you interact with her. When she approaches you, she'll ask, "Do you think I'm pretty?" If you tell her no, she has a pair of scissors and she just automatically kills you.
Yep.
But if you say yes, she'll either take away the fan or pull the surgical mask off, and say, "How about now?" to show the slit from ear to ear. If you say no, she'll leave you alone. And then in your sleep, she will cut you in half.
Well,
Sounds
I
like
don't,
a
I don't
loaded
like this
question.
lady.
Yeah, no, she's kind of a
loaded.
bitch.
Sounds like a bad apple to me.
Yes.
Just whenever anyone asks you that, just say, "Yeah, you're beautiful," no matter what.
Well, we're going to get to that. Because the way you dodge these questions is honestly fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But if you say yes after she removes the mask, she takes the scissors, cuts your face ear to ear.
Well, that's fucking mean.
Yeah, you literally have hardly any way of dodging this. And the thing is what's so kind of scary about it is seeing anyone walking down the street with like a surgical mask in Japan isn't necessarily unusual. Because like if you have the common cold, in their culture it's a common courtesy so you don't spread your germs to everybody and get everybody else sick. But like this woman fucking insane. There are a few ways you can dodge this, however. One is to give her candy.
Oh, so
Of course.
She really likes candy. Some versions she really likes like shiny coins. You can tell her if when she approaches you and asks, "Do you think I'm pretty?" If you tell her, she'll leave you alone.
Okay, I'm not on board anymore. I was believing this for a minute.
Yeah,
I mean, you're okay.
yeah. If you say any version of like meh, so, you just alright, fam. She'll leave you alone.
Just do the hand thing.
This is my favorite way. If you tell her you have a prior engagement, she will literally say, "My bad, fam," and will leave you alone. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that's rude of me," and will leave you alone.
I was kind of hoping she said my bad, fam.
I'm curious about like, what if you're gay, and like, you're not like really attracted to women, so you don't really know.
I mean, you can tell when someone's.
You can
I
tell.
know,
Yeah,
I
it
know,
doesn't
but
make
like,
any
you could
sense.
pull that card.
Yeah, it would probably confuse her and give her like time.
Sorry, Ghost, I'm gay.
Well, if the ghost
Oh,
just
my
starts,
bad.
well, if the ghost just starts clipping and she just falls to the ground.
She's like, I
Yeah.
have never approached something like this before in my entire life.
All 700 years.
And I'm a demon that has been roaming the earth for millennia.
So yeah,
Fortnite dance on her.
yeah, she doesn't know how to respond to that. However, this story does have some merits in reality, in the sense of
The fuck? Hold on a minute.
there was a reason why there was an uptick in these stories that started within the late 70s and early 80s, because I can't remember the year. But
I know. 1977's The Exorcist.
I don't.
it was 1973. Get it right.
Whatever.
Whoa,
Nerd.
burn.
Well, it took 4 years to get over there to Japan. Plane took forever.
Was it even? I don't even know if it was big there.
I
I
have
feel like
no
it'd probably
idea.
be big in Europe, but I don't know about Asia.
Who knows? I don't know.
Okay.
I was making a bit, Cole.
If any of our fans out there know how well certain American horror movies translate to Japan, let us know. Hit us up on Twitter.
But it was around the mid 70s. There was this story of this woman who was basically abducting these kids and chasing after them. Some rumors of the story: she gets hit by a car, and the way she was injured was the slit from ear to ear. So yeah, there's also a version of the story that jumped ship to South Korea, where a woman in a red mask who abducts children as well.
So, did it jump ship to South Korea, or do these entities that take on the form of women with some sort of disfiguration in their face exist within both countries and both regions?
It's quite possible, but the Korean story is they start around 2004.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, yeah, that's...
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it is easier to get across the peninsula, across the strait there. So I guess who knows?
That's just wild. Like that stories of this have been kind of happening pretty regularly for like hundreds, like over 1,000 years. That's wild.
She is pretty spooky looking. I did.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up a.
And also,
what about your photo of it?
Hold on.
I should also mention we all, like we did last year, did drawings of our respective.
That's the grand
cryptids.
finale.
It's going to be posted on the Instagram.
Yeah, it will be on the Instagram AYCH podcast.
But yeah, this is a version of her.
Okay.
From a movie from like 2007.
You should show him the GIF of her.
Wait, the one of her opening her mouth.
Yeah.
I'll look up that in a minute. But this is my piece de resistance.
I'm very excited. You know what, Jonathan? I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
I'm still a little horrified.
That's good shit.
No, it looks scary.
I mean, you put all the effort where the effort was supposed to be, in the face. So
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I respect it. Everybody, snaps for Jonathan.
Cole can only do big meaty.
Realizing a couple people in this room cannot snap.
I just started being able to snap with my left hand.
I can snap, you stupid fuck.
Cole just has big meaty snaps.
Oh, okay.
Why would you show me that?
Wait, I want to see.
Let me see.
I want to see.
Oh, ugh, icky.
Let me see.
Icky.
Can I see?
It looks like a Muppet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys can see it.
Wow,
through
is
our
that
reactions.
no.
Yeah, no, I remember looking this up. 'Cause I can't remember where I heard her through some weird
No, that looks
folklore
creepier.
stuff. But yeah, no, creepy bitch.
Yeah. It's a pretty like popular folklore tale
Yeah.
in Japan.
Especially, again, being passed down just for that long. That's insane to me. All right. I'm going next.
Who are you?
I'm Tanner. I just do mine like slam. I actually wrote a slam poem.
Oh, fuck.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm just kidding. I wish I did.
Leave.
Maybe next year
Oh.
for Cryptids 3. So, have y'all heard of a bat?
No.
As in the creature.
No.
The tool?
Batman?
Yeah, have y'all heard of Batman?
Yes.
Yes.
Take Batman. Have you ever heard of Sasquatch?
No.
Yes.
No.
Fuck.
What about man bat? I've heard of
I've
man
heard of
bat.
squash.
Okay.
Yeti?
Yeah.
Oh, the coolers.
Yeah,
Chewbacca!
Okay. Anyway, you combine all that shit you said, you get my cryptid, the Bat Squatch.
That doesn't sound
Sounds like a big hairy man.
Which I'm
squatting.
sure, as you can guess, is derived from the words bat and Sasquatch.
okay.
You know, and also,
What language is that?
I'm sorry, I don't know country of origin. And it also, if you're trying to find information on Bat Squatch, found kind of hard to do because there is a brand of beer called Bat Squatch. No idea of what it means or how it tastes. The quality of said beverage.
It's just like viral marketing gone wrong.
I don't know. But anyways, so I'm doing research on the Bat Squatch. You know, the best place for cryptid facts, obviously, the Fandom Cryptid Wiki.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
What are the pictures? So a lot of the pictures, I just want to say, a lot of the pictures were like, oh, this is like an artistic. It's a real cryptid. I'll get to that in a second. But some of the drawing, they were like drawings like, this is what we believe the Bat Squatch to look like. I was like, oh shit, okay, legit. One of the pictures, I swear to God, was just a fucking bat. And the comments of the Bat Squatch page is just a bunch of people saying, hey, that one picture is just a fucking bat. And like, it's very clearly a bat. Like, it is a close-up picture of a bat. People in the comments are pissed. It's very funny. But yeah, so Bat Squatch. It's the first reported sighting of the Bat Squatch was in the 1980s near Mount St. Helens, which is in Washington. But we don't actually have any like written reports of it till the early 90s. Allegedly, the person that saw it in the 80s was like, hey, I have photographs, but I can't share them. So,
Oh, fuck you.
whatever. It's like,
Seems legit.
it's just cool. Like, this guy's just like, yeah, I have photos of the Bat Squatch, but like, I can't show them to anybody. So, you know, there's that. But in 1994, we get Brian Canfield, He is roaming this mountain range, or no, he's driving in Pierce County in Washington, so it's only about 130 miles from Mount St. Helens. And all of a sudden, his truck dies, and he's like, "Oh shit, my truck's dead in this random place in Washington." So he gets out of his truck, and all of a sudden, this huge creature lands in front of him. This creature is said to be 9 feet tall, have a wingspan of 50 feet. So just imagine what a 50 feet wingspan looks like.
Okay.
Gigantic.
Oh my god.
That is big.
It's
huge.
Like this?
Yeah. What's your
This thing in my mind just looks fucking ridiculous.
It's got blue fur, yellow eyes, and obviously the head of a bat.
Godzilla fought this
Okay,
thing.
that's not Bat Squatch. That's Beast from X-Men.
Yeah,
Get it
right. So apparently, this creature also has the powers to inconvenience automobiles.
Oh shit!
God, speaking of X-Men, that would just be like the
shittiest power.
I could just inconvenience automobiles.
Yeah.
Well, that could be very helpful, and especially at four-way stops. Imagine right now you're driving down the road, you haven't changed your oil in 2.5 years, and suddenly you see this big-ass bear in the corner of the street, and you're like, oh fuck! Suddenly your car stalls, and you're like, damn, that thing inconvenienced my car.
Yeah.
I wonder. It made me had to get it destroyed my engine.
Yeah, but
Maybe
then,
he's looking for someone to talk to.
but then the creature flew off. Canfield obviously says, "Hey," because the guy the people from the 80s were like, "Yeah, it's got blue fur, yellow eyes, whatever." And Brian was like, "Hey, this thing had blue fur, yellow eyes, had a huge ass wingspan, and just flew off into the sky. It was crazy." And then we don't hear anything about this creature again until 2009. In 2009, in Mount Shasta in California, so it was like 400 miles from Mount St.
It's like
Helens.
Shasta from Shasta Cola, the brand of off-brand cola for like shitty dollar stores.
I was gonna go there, but I didn't.
Oh, I did. I went there.
I've never heard of that shitty off-brand cola. So,
You're welcome.
My
anyways,
dad's coworkers is named Shasta.
oh my
okay.
God, maybe he owns the mountains. But anyways, she owns the mountains. So like 400 miles from Mount St. Helens. It's still not, within the geographical area of a huge 9-foot, 50-foot wingspan creature could inhabit. A group of hikers claim to see this just giant ass animal in the wild, and they're just like, oh shit. Well, we can't do anything against this hiker. And then, so like all these hikers were like traumatized, and like they go to like the police, and they're like trying to tell the police like, well, yeah, we saw this giant creature. And they were like, well, describe the creature to us. So like it had blue fur, it had yellow eyes, and the head was kind of like a wolf, bat, pterodactyl thing. Yeah, all three of them. And it was like they were like it was like 9 feet tall, but its wings were huge. Like they were like 40 or 50 feet, which I'm just trying to imagine a 50-foot wings like
That.
like
I mean, granted, this thing doesn't exist, but
Jonathan, we can't be sure.
but if it were to exist, like that is the size of a building.
That's fucking 50 fucking
And
feet,
especially
yeah.
even for a creature that is 9 feet tall, that is ridiculous.
Yeah, because most people's wingspan, fingertip to fingertip, is about
15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, think about it. It's Sasquatch, okay, that got bit by Big Dracula.
That's my guess. Well, anyways, so back to it. June 2011, this person for some reason used a pseudonym when giving their report.
They don't get fired.
Phoenix Tierras claimed
That's a real name.
it's a pseudonym, I swear. And Phoenix is spelled wrong. Claimed to have seen the creature while walking their dog, scared the shit out of the dog and them. They're like, hey, this thing, blue fur, like 9 feet tall, huge wingspan, but had red eyes. Which
That's
is
a furry.
had red eyes and tried to steal my dog. But apparently Phoenix fought off this gigantic fucking creature. And then the last spotted reporting we have of this creature was on April 14th, 2014. I just got to read this verbatim because it's fucking wild. A Spanish class at Archbishop Hoban High School, which is in Ohio, which is quite far from Washington. I don't know if y'all knew that. But
I'll take your word for it.
Claim to have seen the creature zip past their classroom window. Like, the whole class and the teacher or claim this. And the class all held in their written reports that the creature was about 9 feet tall and the wingspan was about 20 to 30 feet. Which sounds insane to me. But yeah, so you have multiple reportings of this creature from, I would call people from all walks of life. And, 20 years apart. And I feel like the Bat Squatch isn't a commonly talked about cryptid. And it's not like, oh my God, I saw fucking Bigfoot, or oh my God, I saw fucking Mothman. And apparently, a lot of cryptid experts believe that Bat Squatch is just a mutated Mothman. That people are confusing for a Bat Squatch due to its more built like muscular features.
It's the West Coast Mothman?
Kind of. That ended up in Ohio in 2014 for some reason.
Yeah, it went on vacation to meet his cousin.
Yeah, in Dayton. So that's Bat Squatch. Y'all probably don't know this. I'm not the best drawer in the world. So I've given I would call it an abstract art piece to Bat Squatch, and here it is. I drew Bat Squatch.
Oh my God!
That's a fucking word cloud?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Bat Squatch.
Think big corporation.
But
one big muscular body.
Tanner, I have $200 in my account.
You can have it. So this is my picture of Bat Squatch. All the pictures were so fucking highly detailed. It's like there's just ripped. Like, imagine the most ripped dude you've ever seen with the head of a bat and fucking airplane wings, and that's what Bat Squatch is. So I decided to give my own little spin on Bat Squatch.
So what you're telling me is Bat Squatch is going to be the new AYCH mascot?
Yeah, this drawing.
No, it's not.
This drawing in particular,
Yes.
we actually all voted on it before the podcast started. All the way before episode 1, that Bat Squatch would eventually be mentioned by name. But yeah.
It took a long time, but we got to.
Yeah, 2.5 years later, we're there.
Why didn't we do it on Cryptids 1 again?
Uh-huh.
Why didn't we do it on Cryptids
He
1?
told us not to.
Yeah.
Shit, was I supposed to say that?
But
The boys on top are the Bat Squatch.
Yeah, the boys up top are all Bat Squatch. So yeah, that's Bat Squatch for you. Just it could be Mothman.
Yeah, but big.
Yeah, but bigger and 50-foot wingspan.
My cryptid, we're going to go to the old time known as 1977.
Ooh. It was before I was born.
And with my cryptid is where the Dover Demon. He's the Dover Demon. Or it's the Dover Demon. Okay, it was reported in Dover, Massachusetts on April 21st, 1977. When it was
That's all Colt had.
Yeah, no. When sightings were first reported, it was described, it looked like a gray alien, like the classification, like a gray alien. Yeah, people know about
Little
that.
grays, yeah.
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 With a rosy orange skin color. I picture it looking a lot like, Roger from American Dad? Something like that.
Okay.
It had a large head on a
It's a
small,
reference pool.
lanky body. It had eyes that glow orange. And it can swap from being bipedal to running on all fours.
Well, that's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it is. But
There's people that can do that, and it's scary when just people do it.
And picture these long fingers that are just moving around while it's doing so. I don't like that. And also I wrote here, no clothes, freaky dude. Like I said, the first sighting of the Dover Demon was April 21st, 1977. The last sighting was, so far, April 22nd, 1977. There was only 2 sightings.
Back-to-back days.
Yeah, and the cryptid. I was using the cryptid wiki because it's the most professional place to be, and it said that cryptozoologists don't show interest in the Dover Demon due to its few sightings. The wiki also says it makes a depressing feeling because of the cryptozoologists not taking interest. That was like the person writing the wiki. They're like, I'm kind of sad about that.
You know, that feels a little bit like editorializing.
Yeah, and skeptics believe it was a lost baby moose, and I looked up pictures of baby moose, specifically albino baby mooses. It was a fucking albino baby moose. It looks exactly like the drawings, except minus the long fingers.
I just want to know.
What baby moose is orange and glows?
If you look at one in the right lighting, I would say that's a.
But why would these people say it could switch from running on 2 legs to 4?
I think somebody was fucked up behind. They were fucked up on something. And that's all I have for my cryptid information. I just thought it was funny, and I wanted to do this one because I wanted to draw it really bad, doing a certain thing. I'm going to show that right here.
Oh my
right
god!
now.
I swear to God. Oh no!
Come on now. I'm
Well, we
trying
have to
find
put this
you.
on our Instagram.
All right, this is the Dover Demon, and let's just show it over here.
That's actually a really good picture.
Well, have you seen the original drawing depiction of it?
No.
Well, he's kind of what is it? What's the
What
word?
is that?
He's
It's the Dover Demon.
That's a Dover Demon, dude.
Did you drew the Okay. All right. So I know we're being a little quiet about this, but Colt drew the Dover Demon doing the Kieris with the little dog meme. That's fun. That's a lot of fun.
And it's the fist holding out the blunt.
he's embodying the original depiction of the Dover Demon. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, show everybody. Jonathan's got a photo of it. So it definitely, you did a really good job,
Oh
Colt.
my God, Cole. Yeah.
Good job. I think we're discovering Colt's actually an artist here.
That's good shit. Huh?
See where I put all the effort.
No. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
Fuck. Colt, you draw hands really well. Did you pull up the Dover Demon right beside the hand?
Yes.
On your
Yes, I
second
did.
screen?
That's good shit. Oh man.
Wow, Cody just really went.
Yeah, I was about to say. I wasn't going to talk about Cody going, and I oop and oop. Here, do you not have a scrunchie? Take mine. I have 3 hydro flasks. Patrick, you are next.
My cryptid is the Flatwoods Monster. Known as the Green Monster, the Phantom of Flatwoods, the Bean, or affectionately by the Braxton County locals as Braxy,
Yeah.
The bean?
the Being.
The Bean.
Okay, I thought you said the bean.
I thought he said the bean too. I'm like, Chicago, because they got the big.
We got the bean!
They got the big metal bean. That's all Chicago is known for. We got a bean.
and other sad stuff.
Just the bean.
Yeah, the second bean is really tiny.
The Chicago Fire.
The Chicago Bulls.
The Chicago hot dog style.
Pawn Stars.
Deep dish.
Pawn Stars is Las Vegas.
I know.
Bears.
There's one pawn shop that's been on TV. I don't remember.
Hardcore Pawn.
No, that's Michigan.
Yeah, there's
that's
Detroit.
dumbass. No, you're hardcore pawn
Fuck,
lord.
man, you fucking idiot.
Have you ever been to Detroit? It's just like that. It's a pawn shop. I've never been to Detroit. If you're from Detroit and you're listening,
Sorry.
do your best.
All right, Patrick, continue.
The town of Flatwoods resides in Braxton County, West Virginia, and West Virginia is actually a state with a long history of unexplainable phenomenon and cryptid sightings, such as sheep squatch, the Grafton monster, and the Snallygaster.
Yeah, that you did last year.
Yeah, you did that last year. Wow, Patrick. And also, West Virginia, why are you so east?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean,
Considering Virginia's more.
I think we may have found another cryptid.
the whole state
Oh
of
my
West
God, it's been moving.
Okay, Patrick, continue. I'm sorry.
The encounter with the Flatwood monsters began a little after 7 p.m. on September 12th, 1952, when 2 brothers, Ed May, age 13, and Freddie May, age 14, were playing with their friend Tommy Heyer, age 10, when the trio noticed a large streak of red light burning across the sky and land in a nearby farm. The 3 boys ran home to their mother, Kathleen May, and told her what they had saw. So shortly thereafter, Kathleen, the boys, 2 other neighbor boys, Neil Nunley and Ronald Shaver, and a 17-year-old National Guardsman named Eugene Lemon, and the community dog.
Man, this has great potential for a movie already.
Does the dog have a name?
The name was never given.
That is crazy how much detail is given with those stupid kids, and we don't get a name for the dog? Okay.
He apparently he was just a dog that no one owned. Everybody just kind of
Yeah, neighborhood dog.
kept up with him. So
Yeah, but you still
he's
name
just
it.
the dog.
Samson.
So they all together they went up to the hill to closer to the farm in the mysterious light. As they approached the site, the group found the area was covered in a thick cloud of mist and a pungent odor hung in the air, and the surrounding woods was bathed in a red light. There among the trees was what witnesses described as a tall, man-like figure with a round, red face surrounded by a pointed hood-like shape. Kathleen May described the figure as having small, claw-like hands, clothing-like folds, and a head that resembled the ace of spades. The brothers, Ed and Freddie, closest to the creature at the time of the sighting, pointedly mentioned how mechanical the creature looked, appearing more metal than organic. Freddie May recalls the monster's body resembling that of a missile. The creature then began to hiss and glide toward the group, which startled them and caused them all to flee in terror. Soon after, the eyewitnesses reported their story to the local Flatwoods newspaper. The publisher of the paper at the time, A. Lee Stewart, was so convinced by the genuine fear in their accounts of the women and the boys that he reportedly took his shotgun to the hill himself to look for the creature. While he did not find the creature, he did find unusual skid marks in the ground and an unidentifiable gelatinous substance in the same area.
Somebody's shit.
If it's unidentifiable, then I don't think it's poop.
Also
If somebody
gelatinous.
Have you ever had Taco Bell?
Okay,
I'm sure West
stop
Virginia
with
in the 1950s.
Please stop with the Taco Bell hate. Taco Bell is delicious. Have you had
I didn't
it?
say it was bad. I was just saying it fucks me up.
It does not do that to me.
Yeah, it doesn't do that to me either.
do that to me either.
That's me. What the fuck, you guys? Okay, you pieces of shit. I work so goddamn hard.
Are you really? Really? Because fuck you, you're allergic to so much shit.
Wow.
I can't help it. My body does that.
Fucking shit.
I thought we were replacing the F word here. with
Pumpkin. What the pumpkin?
Oh, we do that. Okay.
Bitch.
You can't replace that. Okay, go ahead.
The word of the sighting quickly spread across the nation and garnered so much attention that the U.S. government sent members of the U.S. Air Force to investigate the story as part of their large-scale official study in otherworldly phenomenon, otherwise known as Project Blue Book.
Yeah.
While the official stance of the U.S. government into the event is that the red light was a meteor that was seen streaking across the sky, and the creature was nothing more than a misidentified owl, there is some credence to the paranormal interpretation of the events in the area of Flatwood. As the area of Flatwood has long had reports of unknown lights in the area and inexplicable encounters that date as far back as the 1800s, because there was one story about a woman that was written down for a young woman in the early 1900s of how she would watch a red light just sort of bob throughout the air in the night sky. And the owner of the farm said he noticed a red light like the next night just glowing off in the distance. How he saw it as a big red ball of light in the woods and just slowly watched it dim as the night went on. And see, and it just as a case of just unexplainable phenomenon within the area, there is a story that was given about a Flatwood resident in the early 1900s, or excuse me, the early 20th century. The woman spoke of her personal encounter when she and another girl were walking the dirt road to the nearby store and decided to take a shortcut through the woods. When they noticed what they thought was a campfire in the distance, but as they approached, they realized it wasn't a campfire, but actually a large ball of fire. And residing within the ball of fire was a deep black figure much larger than any man.
Tanner's crying.
Yeah, that's terrifying me.
And in addition, on September 13th and 14th of 1952, pilots in the area reported seeing many unknown craft in the skies around West Virginia.
Many?
They saw more than one.
Yeah, oh my God.
Over the next 2 days.
Wow.
And just sort of the lasting impression of the Flatwood Monster. And the story of the Flatwood Monster has since become a source of pride for Braxton County. The creature has become a mascot of sorts for the small town. There is a museum and / restaurant that details the history and the cultural proliferation of the creature. A yearly festival, the Flatwood Monster Fest, is held every year in September around the same time as the sighting in honor of the creature, which has live music, vendors, a parade, and a pancake breakfast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Whoa!
Oh, they probably make the pancakes themselves in the shape of the monster's head.
That I don't know.
That'd be cool though.
That's asking too much.
So there hasn't been like a sighting or anything since the 50s?
The September 12th is the only time that anyone ever saw the creature. So it came and went that one night.
Okay.
But there's been multiple sightings over time of
Just general
the red light.
supernatural phenomenon.
Okay.
Yeah. In and around Flatwoods.
Yeah. Okay.
so that place is haunted by aliens.
Definitely.
And Freddie May credits his mother Kathleen for putting Flatwoods on the map by telling her story to the world during her New York interview with CBS. It's because of this interview that the now famous drawing of the Flatwoods monster based off the descriptions of Kathleen and Eugene Lemon, that it's a very iconic image, and it has been sort of exists a lot in like video games and just sort of pop culture. Like there's a side quest, Majora's Mask, where you have to save cattle from these creatures, and they look just like what people describe the Flatwood monster look like.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
And there's a creature in Fallout 76,
the Flatwoods monster.
It's a very liberal interpretation of the Flatwood monster. Of course, not quite as liberal as what they call the Snallygaster.
Oh, yeah.
And
Wait, can I see it again? Sorry.
my sources for this report were History.com, the Braxton, West Virginia website, the Braxton, West Virginia Instagram. That's where I found that they called the Flatwood monster Braxy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And Wikipedia, and a 2018 documentary called The Flatwood Monster, A Legacy of Fear, available on Amazon Prime.
Oh, wow.
Oh. That snaps for Patrick.
And if John's going to hand me my book, I'll show my drawing around.
Yeah. That was... West Virginia's weird.
Yeah.
Mine actually has a kind of a foothold in West Virginia as
Oh
well.
my God, Patrick!
He went crazy with it.
Pass
didn't
that.
he?
Oh, this is a fucking Pokemon.
I would say more of a Digimon.
I'd say
Generational gap.
a Pattymon.
I would say it's a yokai.
Yukio.
Bro,
It's a Fortnite dance.
that's a crystal gem.
I was with the more mechanical interpretation of the...
Yeah.
Oh, that looks sick as
Flatwood.
fuck.
No, that looks awesome though.
Yeah.
Pat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that picture that Jonathan showed us of it, thing's fucking creepy.
Pat's a true artist here.
Not Wenzel.
I think Tanner's was a little bit better, Pat. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to say anything.
Pat Tanner's concept was much more executed perfectly, while
Yeah.
yours was kind of.
Where's your word cloud?
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. It looks pretty,
Word bat squatch.
but overall concept was kind of slack.
I'm
a little
deleting the
bit.
Instagram after this.
Patrick deletes all our social media.
Should have gone more abstract.
My turn now?
Yes.
Okay. So imagine real quick. You're out with your friends, just driving down the road.
Unrealistic.
6, 7 p.m. The sun is setting. You're hanging out. You're having a good time. So you decide to pull over on the side of the street and check out this field in the middle of West Virginia. You look over and there's this man standing there. He's got a full suit on and slick back hair.
Ooh, hot.
You're staring at his back. You're staring at the back of his self, and you call out to him and say, "Hey, who are you?" And he turns to you, and the only thing you can tell about him is his smile that stretches from ear to ear. This is the story of the Smiling Man. Some people call it a paranormal experience. Some people call it an alien. All stories are related back to the Men in Black somehow,
Nice.
which is a very real thing in the paranormal world. So this is the story. This is the Smiling Man, right? Ingrid Cold is his other name. This is typically described as a tall creature. He's about 6 feet tall. He looks like a man. He's humanoid. He wears a suit that's really nice and tailored, but it's metallic in nature. Some say it's green, some say it's blue, and sometimes he has slick back hair, and sometimes he is completely bald. But one thing that's always consistent across all of them is that he stares at you, not saying a word, still as a dead body, and smiles from ear to ear. Very cool creature. Very neat. He does have a physicalness to him, so this isn't something that's, well, sort of. We'll get to that. So these sightings first happened in the 60s, in the mid-60s, and the first one comes from Virginia, and there was a guy. His name is Martin Mouse Munov or whatever. That's a New Jersey name. Hey, Mouse! That's my New Jersey interpretation.
And Mouse is obviously a very, very big, hairy man.
Yes.
And James Jimmy, in quotes, Yanchidis.
My favorite kind of animal, Jimmy.
Yeah. So they were walking on a street in the middle of the night, and they said they see this weird figure just kind of standing there, and it just doesn't look natural. Something's weird about it. And it was a tall man. He was bald. He was wearing a metal green. Suit, and suddenly the man turned around, and he was just wearing this stare. He was just staring at them and wearing this smile, where his smile just reached like it was abnormally long. He just grinned at them the entire time. They turned and ran, and in doing so, the smiling man chased them down and chased them through the streets of New Jersey. And this is actually a quote from them talking. He said, "This is Martin's or Mouse's word." He said,
Hey,
"Jimmy
Mouse.
nudged me, and he said, 'Who's that guy standing behind you?' I looked around, and there he was behind that fence, just standing there. He was pivoted around and looked right at us. Then he grinned a big old grin." That was my New Jersey.
Your New Jersey accent is something.
It needs work.
Yeah.
No, try this. Hey, I'm walking over here.
Hey, I'm walking over here.
Oh.
So, I mean, a lot of people will describe him as something that's sort of ethereal in a way, where it just exists in a space, and it almost feels like you're looking at something unnatural.
Yeah.
And, I mean, obviously, if you're smiling, and it's also a metal green suit, like a regular human suit. Don't look at that spooked the fuck out of me.
Oh, what the fuck, Jonathan?
Jonathan's looking at demons.
Oh wow.
Jonathan, like, he's looking at photos
What
of
a
this
happy
thing.
dude.
I looked over and I saw that, and my heart, I almost had a heart attack. You remember my blood pressure, Jonathan? Do you want to do this?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill you. Almost killed you.
So interestingly enough, so that was in New Jersey, and so going from there was actually a second sighting. And that first sighting, let me tell you, happened on October 16th of 1966, one day after I was born. Just kidding.
Cody's the real cryptid.
The sexy 60s.
The second sighting happened on November 2nd of 1966 in Parkersburg, West Virginia.
Almost heaven.
This is around the same time that the Mothman came about, interestingly enough. And so there's a bunch of UFO, and so this is where the alien aspect comes in. There's a lot of alien sightings that are happening in this area at the time. West Virginia is just full of fucking aliens, apparently.
Yeah.
I'd believe it.
So there was this man, his name was Woodrow Derenberger, and he was driving on his way home on Interstate 77 in West Virginia. He suddenly heard a crash. He looked over and he saw an unidentifiable vehicle in the land in front of his truck. He described it as an old-fashioned kerosene lamp / chimney, flaring at both ends, narrowing down to a small neck, then enlarging in a great bulge in the center. So I guess it's like, I don't know, it's like an exploded can of beans. I don't know. That's the only way I can think of it. The grinning man, or the smiling man, came out of the vehicle with he had a dark tan, and he walked up to Derenberger just grinning and smiling. And he telepathically spoke to Derenberger and told him his name was Ingrid Cold. That's another name for this creature.
Yeah.
And that he meant no harm. Cold had told him that he just wanted to know more about the human race, and he would visit Derenberger again. After the encounter, Derenberger stated that the Cold revealed that he was from the planet Lanulos in the galaxy of Ganymedes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, interestingly enough, during that same time...
Wait. Ganymedes?
Ganymede?
Ganymede, whatever. I can't fucking read. Anyway, during that same period in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, again, the Lilly family had been reporting that a poltergeist had been in their home. They had been seeing like lights would suddenly like shine like diamonds in the sky.
Don't do it.
Rihanna.
Don't
I
do
was
it.
thinking of the fucking song too.
They would see like diamonds in their house from like the lights reflecting off of stuff, which I think is just they probably just had a crystal chandelier or something, and maybe like I don't know how physics work or something, you know. It was the 50s. It was the 60s. So who knows in West Virginia.
Yeah, they all had chandeliers.
But one night,
That's what I was thinking.
one of the daughters of the family, they woke up and they saw someone standing over their bed, and it was, and this is a quote from Linda, the daughter, and she said she saw a big man. He was very broad. Couldn't see his face very well, but I could see that he was smiling at me. He walked around the bed, stood right over me. I screamed again and hid under the covers. When I looked again, he was gone. So there's several things that people think around this time period. There was a lot of UFO sightings. We're in the height of the Cold War. Some people say that they were experiments done on people from a Russian thing. I don't really know. And then they also say they could have been aliens. That has the Men in Black involved with the situation. Which Men in Black, if you know their history, know that they're supposedly
3 movies, no 4.
4, yeah.
Accurate representation where these Men in Black were actually truly terrifying people who would come to homes and people who saw sightings and literally sit there and grill them and say, you saw this, did you see this, and with these weird attitudes and weird ways of going about it. And the smiling man is just part of that, just this terrifying person with a huge smile that's so unnatural. And big mouths are a really this I guess it's really creepy because big mouths are something that's so primal in us.
Yeah,
You can fit so many things in there.
Yeah, a big mouth is to us is very much
unsettling and kind of like an animal, like teeth.
Yeah, and so when it's smiling at you, it almost feels like it's a trick in a way. So
something I was thinking about, if maybe the whole conceit with the creature is that he's genuinely trying to approach human beings with peace or with curiosity, but he just created this facsimile of a human being. So he knows human beings when they smile, that means they're welcoming. So he doesn't know how to quite pull it off. He just
imitates it.
Large, so it comes off as very uncanny.
Yeah, and they say that there's always been the history of shapeshifters within there's aliens that are actually shapeshifters, where some people maybe in this room are actually aliens and or something from outside of our planet, and they have shapeshifted. And some people say that the shapeshifters aren't actually aliens at all, but actually creatures that are from this earth,
Skinwalkers,
skinwalkers and other things. And
you found me out.
But it's interesting because its name is Ingrid Cold, which is such a strange name, anyways.
Yeah,
and it's almost like you said, it's almost trying to create some semblance of humanity within itself to sort of approach people and things like that. But there's also word that. There was tons of sightings of these, but they all got snuffed out. The few that we have remaining just got publicity and treated as oh, they're crazy. And that there's even talks about how these people are still existing and people see them every once in a while, or they have bald, how there was bald hair and slick hair, that there's actually 3 different of the same alien species that just that were shapeshifters who came to this planet. There's a whole world. Alien shit is something that I don't think we'll ever touch in this podcast because it is crazy.
Yeah.
And
we could do a whole alien episode.
We could do a whole alien series.
Yeah.
So. That is Ingrid Cold, or the Smiling Man. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
I would love to see that artistic representation.
This is Ingrid Cold. I gave him a butt chin, make him less spooky.
Nice.
But I gave him a butt chin. So I drew him with really comforting eyes, a smile that stretched across his face, a little nose, and a little butt chin. If you notice, I tried to draw another butt chin up here, but I was like, oh, that's not working. So I made it. There you go.
Wow, everybody. Snaps for Cody.
I can't snap, so I just slap my fingers together.
Can you really not snap?
I can. It's just hard.
Wow.
Takes a lot of effort. I can't do multiple snaps. Well, I guess I can.
I can snap with all my fingers in a row, like a match.
like a freak.
All right.
Cody's okay.
Cody's going to go do something. Wenzel, how about you finish us off with your cryptid?
Finishes off.
No, he made the gesture.
He's gesturing towards his crotch. So
He's gonna take a piss.
just shit out his dick.
You know what? Whatever.
Whatever.
Just
All right. My cryptid.
Jesus Christ.
What is he doing? Is there a smiling man over there?
No, I can just hear him pissing from here.
Oh, okay. My cryptid hails from Australia. 19th century European reporters spoke to Aboriginal tribesmen who were afraid. Wow, there's a fucking eyelash in my eye. Shit.
You want to pause it? Or
That's the cryptid coming to get him.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, the Aboriginal tribesmen feared a creature known as the bunyip. And bunyip in the Aboriginal language means evil spirit or devil. Few people have been able to accurately describe it. It has many different descriptions, and I'll list them right now. Enormous starfish, a dog head with horse's tail with flippers, walrus tusk, horns, and a platypus beak, or a large wombat, or a snake with a beard.
I like the wombat one.
Or it has appeared as a, it appears as a like some kind of aquatic mammal that has one large eye on its head and a mouth on its stomach. So there you go.
It just sounds like a bunch of different demons.
Yeah.
Chinese
Sighting.
god. I can't remember. I'm blanking. On
Fuck.
It's got
me.
the huge mouth for
God
the stomach.
damn it. Chan. Why'd you do this to me, Cole?
It came to me and I couldn't remember it. So I
Okay,
gotta spread the
whatever.
non-
Anyway, look that up if you have the chance. Anyway, sightings have ranged from Victoria to New South Wales to South Australia between 1840s and 1850s.
Okay.
So it's pretty old.
Oh, you doing a non-American one?
You just pissed for like 40 minutes. What are you doing?
Literally, you left, and Jonathan goes, "He's taking a shit."
Fuck.
I wouldn't pee.
And then we all were confused because Patrick was like, "Well, he's gesturing towards his crotch."
But this cryptid has been reported as swimming like a frog in water, but walks on its four legs when it's on land. And when it walks upright, erect, it stands anywhere between 12 to 13 feet. So, pretty tall.
Tall boy.
Yeah.
Tall boy. And from... sorry, I have a lot of stuff written, sort of. What the fuck did I put? Sorry. It makes a howling boom. That's how it communicates.
With what?
Whatever its mouth is.
No, I mean, what is it trying to communicate with?
It's a large
What it does,
explosion of sound.
it's kind of like that. What it does is, some people have said that it uses that to like paralyze people and cripple them with its roar. And part of its powers are that it can alter water level and it can hypnotize people and make them act as its slaves. And it's usually sticks around billabongs, water holes, creeks, rivers at night, and that's when like people are most worried. Back then, Aboriginal tribes people, specifically women and children, would be warned not to go there at night because what it would do is it would take them and either eat them or drown them. Or another one that it was the only place that said this is that it had such long claws that it would hug its victims to death. So yeah, there's that. And there are two different legends about it. One is that a man named Bunyip broke the rainbow serpent. And if you don't know about Aboriginal myth, is that the rainbow serpent is a type of creator deity, and it's commonly used as a motif in their art and their religion. And what it did is it broke the rainbow serpent's greatest law by eating its totem animal, and then it was banished and transformed into an evil spirit. Some say that's a bloodthirsty murderer, or some say that's a punisher sent to Earth to bring justice. Yeah. So there's that, and yeah, and then over time though, because people have cited it, they've kind of just brought out random like animal remains, and they've said, this is a bunyip, and but people have realized that maybe that it was actually the Aboriginal people's recollection of an animal known as the Diprotodon australis, when it extinct 46,000 years ago. So
that's not that long ago.
yeah, so some people say that it could have been that. And I did have a story about it, but I realized it's really fucking long, and I was thinking about telling it, but I kind of don't now. So
Yeah.
if you want to go look that up about the bunyip on Reddit, you can do that.
Reddit, the best sources.
Yep. It's literally called Have You Ever Heard of a Bunyip? And it's really creepy. So go check that out, and I will show you my artist representation now.
Oh, it looks
Very
like
nice.
Yeah.
Demogorgons.
So, oh yeah, a little bit. So, it's either a fucking demon or an animal these people were seeing in the 1800s that went extinct over 40,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, that's interesting either way.
Yeah.
So what did the creature that was purposely like extinct? Like, what did it look like?
It literally looked like a giant wombat.
I like that.
Huh.
That's literally what it was, and its name I think means front jaws, front facing jaws, because of its jawline. It literally looks like a wombat, a giant wombat.
Huh.
That's why some people described it as a large wombat, and it's just the most popular description of it is an enormous starfish, which is really fucking weird.
Also, way different than a wombat.
Yeah, way fucking different. And then it's like, also too, people think like, oh, it's probably a Punisher of some sort. Fucker ate children and like, what did children do?
Yeah, this is Punisher
And livestock too. And it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't really make any sense. But no, I thought it was very interesting. Very cool. There's actually the original artist depiction of it was what made me hop onto it, because it was so fucking stupid, but good effort though. Not no. It was well done. It was just, it looks silly.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah.
It kind of looks just weird, like four-legged, like in just apparently original artist rendition. It kind of looks this strange four-legged creature with like tendrils for
It looks like
arms and legs.
It looks like a weird animal out of Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
but just fleshy,
Yeah.
visceral.
But yeah, that's the bunyip.
Huh.
So I hope you don't go near Billabong at night, or it will eat you.
Snaps for Wenzel.
Did you hear that slam?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
What the fuck do you mean you don't know?
How would?
There was a random door slam?
Yeah, we should end this podcast. Let's go ahead and end it.
Well, I mean, that was the last one anyways. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this week's episode of the All You Can Hear podcast. As always, you can listen to us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Google Play, on Spotify, on Overcast, all your favorite podcast services. Leave us a like, a review, a subscription, a rating on any of those services. Helps us out tremendously. You can follow us on Twitter at AYCH Podcast. You can follow us on Instagram, AYCH Podcast, where you'll see all of our lovely drawings from this week's episode. And you can follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/AllYouCanHear, and you can follow me, Tanner, on Twitter at Tanner1495.
My name is Colt. Follow me on Twitter at ColtD00. Boo times 2.
Ooh.
This is Jonathan. You can follow me at JohnOdson12 on Twitter.
My name is Cody, and you can follow me at CODDOC11 on Instagram.
Thank you for listening. You can follow me, Wenzel, on Twitter at WenzelBookie, and follow my art Instagram at World of Wenzel.
This is Patrick. Thank you all for listening. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at John Lost His Name. Follow my art on Facebook at John Lost His Name Art. And if you're in the Birmingham area on October 6th, come see me at the Birmingham Punk Rock Flea Market. I'll be there selling my art.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Pat. October spooky month. Get ready. Boo, 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 boo.